Okay, so let's start our today's workshop. So, hello everyone, welcome to our day 3 workshop on Get and Get Up. So, today we will be learning how to create a pull request. And as we already told you earlier, that you can get a free Hacktoberfest t shirt by just creating 4 pull requests. So, this is going to be super amazing if you will be able to learn this. Okay, so let's get started with this. Okay, so today we will learn how you can create a pull request in somebody else's repository. For that, there is a repository that we people at DSC have created. So I'm sharing the link in the chat box with you all so you can open this repository in your systems, and do let me know if you are able to open it. Okay, great, Utsav and Sarthak. I hope you are able to see my screen. Okay, so you just open your terminal now, or your git bash. Okay, so firstly we are going to create a folder where we will be keeping the code of this repository, or where we will be cloning the code of this repository on our system, so that we can see what exactly this repository is all about and what is all the code inside it. So let's just change our directory to desktop, and let's create a folder over here. Let's give it a name, Hacktoberfest. Okay, as you might be able to see that a directory named Hacktoberfest has been created. Now let's change our directory to the directory that we created just now. Okay, so now we are inside our Hacktoberfest. Okay, let me clear one thing. Yesterday we used two commands, pwd and ls. So let me inform you that these commands will only work in Mac. So I guess if you have tried, they must not be working in your git bash. But still, there is an alternative for pwd, that is path. You can use a command called path. Okay, it will be telling you the path of your directory. Okay, so let's move ahead. So now we are inside our directory Hacktoberfest. Now what we are going to do is we are going to start the git by using the command git init inside our directory Hacktoberfest. Now I okay, Utsav, if it was working. Okay, so you all must have opened this repository in your systems. So now what we want is we are going to, if you have attended my yesterday workshop, in that I told you about remotes. So let's create two remote. Now what remote is, basically this is the location. So we will be defining our location, like we will be setting location in a word. For example, like there is a command called get remote add. Now we will be giving a name to our location. So the place where we are going to clone, or we are going to pull the code to our system, we are going to give that location a name, upstream. And over here in the repository of DSC, of attendance system, you must be able to see this button code. Over here you can see the address, so just copy this address. So this is the place where we will be pulling our code from. I hope you are able to distinguish between pulling and pushing. So this is the place where we will be pulling our code from. So let's paste this address in our terminal, and you can check whether this remote has been added or not by using the command get remote. So it is saying that yes, we have created a remote with the name of upstream, and upstream is the location, is the name of the location that we have given from where we will be pulling our code. Okay, so we will be pulling our code from the original repository. Okay, now let's create an another remote where we will be pushing our code. So let me tell you that before pushing code, like you cannot push the code directly into someone else repository directly. For that you need to fork this whole repository into your account. For that, here is a button fork. So you just fork this repository into your system, into your account, and over here you will see that now this repository has been added to my account where we will be pushing our code. I'm again telling you, the this dsc1 was the original directory. Okay, this dsc1 was the original repository, so we cannot push the code directly into it, and for that we need to fork this repository into our system. So this is the forked repository, and this is the place where we will be pushing our code. So let's copy this URL. So this is the URL of the repository in your account, and let's create another remote with the name of get remote at origin. Okay, with the name of origin, and let's paste this URL. So now if you use the command get remote, you can see that we have created two remote with the name origin and upstream. So can you let me know that is the concept of remote clear to you? Okay, can you guys tell me in the chat box that is this concept of remote clear to you? Are you able to understand this? Okay, so I'm again repeating, origin is the name of the location where we are going to push our code, and upstream is the name which we have given to the location where we will be pulling our code from. Okay, so now we are going to pull the code, and we are going to pull the code from which location? From the upstream one. So let's use the command get pull upstream master. Okay, get pull is the command, and upstream is the location from where we are going to pull the code, and master is the branch in which we will be pulling our code. So let's use this command and let's see does this work. Okay, so it is working. So this code has been pulled in our okay, in our repository, in our directory that we were in. Okay, so as you can see that in the Hacktoberfest folder we have got the content of that repository. Okay, is it working, guys? And there is also an alternative for that. You can also use git clone and can type the URL directly, but in our case we have saved the URL in a remote with the name upstream. So you can use git pull upstream master, or you can use the command git clone, give a space, and then just paste the URL of the original repository. I hope it's working. Okay, if you are confused between git clone and git pull, so let me tell you again. Okay, let me just show you how git pull okay, git clone command works. Okay, let me go back and let's create another folder. Okay, so you can see on my desktop right now that a folder with the name exx has been created. Now let's change my directory. Now I'm going to clone. Okay, let me start git init. Now if you want to use the command git clone, what you have to do is you go to the repository, the original repository, copy this URL, and just type here git clone and just paste the address. So this is also going to do your work. Okay, actually I mistyped it. Okay, git clone and just paste the address. So you can see that git clone command also works, but for that you have to copy and paste the whole URL. Okay, so just to avoid that, we created a remote and we have been pulling the code from the original repository. Okay, so I hope it is clear. So you can see the code inside the folder Hacktoberfest, that we have got the content of the repository. So now let's open this attendance.txt, and if you have read the if you have read the repository that I just shared with you, in that we have mentioned in the readme that add your name in the attendance.txt file and create the pull request. So what your task is, that you have to mark your attendance in this file. So you just type your name. For example, my name is already written, so let me write down some another's name. Okay, so I have added a name. So you also add your name in this txt file and just save that. Okay, I hope, are you guys done till here? Like, have you added your name in this text file? Okay, so Amrinder is facing some problem. Okay, where you have stuck? Wait, Utsav, let me clear CD. After CD, you have to give a space and then double dots. Do remember, all the things are super case sensitive. I hope it will work now. Okay, so many people are done till here. So I hope you guys have. I made the Hacktoberfest CD, but I missed what to do after that. Uh, Amrinder, did you understand the concept of remote? Like how we pulled the code? Okay, it's okay. We will be covering all the doubts at the end of our workshop. It's okay. Okay, so let's move ahead now. So we have got the content of the repository on our system, and we have added our name because this was the task in that repository. So I hope everybody has added it, their names. Now what we have to do is, do remember to use a command called get status, because it will keep telling you what's the status of your work. Okay, so right now it is saying that this is an untracked file. For that you need to use the command get add and just use minus a, capital A. Okay, so this is going to add all your files. Okay, I'm so sorry. I need to go to my Hacktoberfest folder. Okay, so now I am in my Hacktoberfest folder. Okay, so over here, let's check the status now. So you can see that it is showing you with the red color that attendance.txt file has been changed because I added another name in that file. Okay, now what we will be doing is, now we need to commit our changes. Okay, but before that, let me introduce you with the concept of branches. Okay, let's commit the changes first. I hope that you all must have added your names in the file. Now let's commit the changes. So I told you yesterday what you have to write in the commit, or like how we use the commit command. So type git space commit space minus m, then in double inverted commas you can type what the changes you have made. For example, over here you can type marked my attendance. Okay, you can give this in the commit. Okay, wait, firstly we need to add the file, so you can use the command git add -a. Now let's commit the changes. So git commit -m marked my attendance. Okay, so now you can check what is the status of your okay, now you can check the status of your work. So everything is done now. I hope everyone is done till here. Like, has every okay, everyone is done till committing the changes. Okay, great, Sarthak. What about others? Are you done till here committing your changes? Okay, great, Utsav. Great, great, great. Okay, so we have like 3 people who are done. I think it's a cool number because yesterday we were having, I think, one only. Okay, so I think you people are done till here. Okay, now let me introduce you to the concept of branches. Because whenever you make any pull request, you should make a pull request in in an another branch, like other than your master branch. As you can see by typing the command get branch, you can see that right now we are in our master branch because this is the default branch. Now I want to create another branch. Now let's create another branch and then I will explain you what branches are. So to create a branch, type the command get space checkout -b and then type the name of the branch that you want to give. For example, in our case, I can give this branch a name attendance. Let's keep everything related to attendance. Okay, so let's create this branch. So I hope this command is clear. Get checkout -p and then type the name of the branch. So as it is showing, you switch to a new branch attendance. Also by using the command get branch, you can see that now you are in your attendance branch. Now let me show you something. Okay, so look, this was the content. Now be careful over here. I want to show you something, how branches work. In your master branch, we were having this content written in our text file. Now for example, I'm going to add another name. For example, I have added another name. Okay, and I'm going to save this name. And right now I am in my attendance branch, not in my master branch. So I have added another name in my attendance branch. Now I am going to add this file by using the command git add -a and going to commit these changes. Okay, so it is important that we add the file and commit the changes so that Git can keep track of all these things. Okay, so I'm going to commit the changes. I'm going to give it added and another name. Okay, so I'm just giving this commit the name added and another name. Okay, so now you can see the status. It is showing that everything is done now. Okay, so we are done with adding the file and committing the changes. In which branch? In our attendance branch. Right now we are in our attendance branch, do remember. Okay, so what we are going to do is now to switch to our master branch, we are going to use the command git checkout master. So this is going to take us to our master branch. Okay, so you can just check in which branch you are right now by using the command get branch. So we are in our master branch. Okay, look, now if you open the file again, you can see that the third name that I added, it isn't there in my master branch in the same file. Like, are you able to distinguish how branches work? Branch actually clones the whole code. So the whole code was cloned in attendance too. So the changes you will be making in the attendance branch, they will be restricted till the attendance branch only. Like, they won't be reflected in the master branch. So as you can see that master branch is exactly the same. And let me show you now. If I again check out my branch that I just created, attendance, you will see that if I open this file again, you can see that the third name that I added comes up. So you can see that these are, you can say, these are the two copies of the code where you can make changes differently, and they both are not connected to each other at all. And this is just to avoid any kind of problem. For example, like you must be having the original code with you, right? So that if you want the original code you can get it. So that is why it is preferable that you work in a branch rather than working in your master branch. Okay, so right now also let's make all the changes and commit all the changes in our master branch, okay, in our attendance branch, and let's push that branch, not the master one. Okay, so right now I am switched to my attendance branch, and you can check the status that it is all set. So let's just push it. Are you guys done till here? Like, did you understand the concept of branches, how branches work, and why it is important that you push your code, especially during PR, like making a PR in another branch rather than pushing your code in the master branch? Okay, so I hope you are done till here. Now let's push our code. So let me show you. You just go to the repository that you forked. Okay, go to the forked repository, not this original one. Okay, so go to your forked repository that you just forked, because the changes you will be pushing, they will be reflected in your forked repository. Okay, so let's push the code. Okay, let's push our, I'm so sorry. Okay, let's push our attendance branch. Okay, so git push is the command. Now type the name of the location where we will be pushing. And if you remember, we added the location of our forked repository in the word origin. Okay, so git push origin attendance. So this is the name of the name of the branch that we want to push. I hope it's clear, because someone who attended our yesterday workshop, we used git push origin master, because that time we were working on a master branch only and we had to push master branch only. But this time we are going to push our attendance branch. So just hit enter and you can see it's working, and my code has been pushed. So as you can see over here, let me show you. In my forked repository, you all must be able to see that compare attendance had recently pushes. Okay, so this is the branch that I have pushed. Over here also you can see that all the branches that I have pushed, they are reflected here, you can see. So okay, let me know, are you guys done till here? Like, have you pushed the code in your forked repository? Because now is the most important part that we are going to do, like how to create a pull request. Because we have made the changes, and what the changes we had to make, that is to add our name in the text file. Okay, so we have made the changes, we have added, and we have committed the changes. Now we are going to make a pull request. So you all must be able to see this compare and pull request in your forked repository. So let's click over here. So it will take you to the, okay, it will take you to the original repository where you have to create a pull request. Now let me tell you what is the way of creating a pull request. Over here you must add the title as, like, I have marked my attendance. I have marked my attendance. Okay, so this is going to be the title of your pull request, and over here you should leave at least a little comment describing what changes you have made. So you can just type that I have added my name in the attendance.txt file. Okay, so you can just give a little comment over here. Okay, just so that the owner of this repository can understand what are the changes you have made. Okay, so, and this is it. We are done. You just have to click on the create pull request. Okay, look, and we are done. We are done. So look, it is showing a name. Okay, it is showing the changes that you committed, that is marked my attendance and added another name. Actually, I created that branch inside my master. Okay, it's okay. Okay, so these are the changes that it is showing. Okay, so look, now right now we are in our original repository. Okay, great. I can see 3 pull requests. Okay, one from Sarthak and another one is from, okay, Yash Bhandari. Okay, great, great, great. Okay, nice to see these pull requests. Okay, so look, right now we are in the original repository. Okay, and you can see in the pull request section that your pull requests are shown here. Okay, now the owner can review your pull request and can merge them in its repository. Okay, so this is it, what you have to do just to create a pull request. I hope it's clear. Okay, let me know. Okay, this was it. This is all what you have to do all the time while creating pull requests. Okay, do let me know. Like, I can see two people. I can see two people's PR. Okay, and let me see what changes you have made. Okay. I guess Sarthak has added LOL. Okay, okay. Okay, it's great to see you too, who has made the pull request. So I'm assuming that you may be able to create three more pull requests. I guess it might get counted for your Hacktoberfest. So if anyone stuck anywhere, do let us know. Push request again. Okay, okay, Utsav, are you done creating remotes? Okay, let me know. Are you done creating remotes, origin, and upstream? Okay, great. So you are just stuck while pushing the code. Okay, have you made the branches that I told, or are you working on your master branch? Okay, do let me know. So by using the command git branch, are you able to see that you are on your attendance branch or the branch that you created? Okay, great. So you are just stuck in pushing your code. So it is pretty simple. Okay, are you done? Okay, you just check your status first by using the command get status. It must be showing you this. Okay, so this will ensure you that you have committed the changes. I hope you are done till committing the changes. So let me tell you the push command again. So you just type git space push. Do remember all the things are case sensitive. So git space push space type the name of the location. So we gave the name of the location as origin, then type the name of the branch. If it is not attendance, type the name of the branch that you created. Okay, I hope this thing is clear. Like git push origin attendance, and I have also, okay, great, great, Utsa, great. Have you made the pull request? Just made the pull request. Let me see, are you done? Okay, so that it will ensure that you guys now know how to create a pull request. And yes, I would suggest you that you haven't added any comment, but it's okay. But I just told you that it would be good, like a kind of little introduction, like a little description. If okay, let me know, sir, when you are done creating the pull request. Okay, anybody has any doubt? Anybody else who is stuck somewhere? Okay, so great, great, Utsav. Nice to see three pull requests at least. Now we know that three people are there who must be getting a free Hacktoberfest t-shirt. Okay, so you guys just keep doing. Okay, so is there anybody else who is stuck anywhere? Like I can see only three people who are active. Okay, you are unable, Yashi, you are unable to register on Hacktoberfest website.
Yes, I linked my GitHub account to it,
Yeah.
but when I go to Hacktoberfest, it is again asking me to register in profile. It does not show me my profile.
Um, like it generally doesn't happen, but it would be great like if you can share your screen. Oh,
Yes, I can share. Should
okay,
I?
okay, okay, sure.
सिमरन, ये वाली चीज डाउट वाली जो बात है ना, बाद में कर लेंगे। यशी कहेगा एंडिंग तक रुक जाएगी, अभी सबके साथ कंटिन्यू कर लेते हैं, है ना? आई थिंक कि
Yeah, but I think we are done
ओके
with our
ओके
today's session creating our pull
ओके, तो
request.
अपने प्रोजेक्ट्स के बारे में बता दो, एक तो हेक्टोबर
Yeah,
फेस्ट के।
yeah, yeah. Hey everyone, so let me introduce you with the projects that we DSC have created for you guys so that you can create pull requests and we will be reviewing these. So I'm sharing the links with you so that you can just check out these repositories. And if you are aware about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, so you can just try creating pull requests in these repositories. So we have created two for you people. So I'm sharing the links so you can go to these repositories and like try to create pull request over here, and we people will be reviewing the pull requests. So let me show you. So this is our Hacktoberfest website repository that we have created, and all the pull requests that you will be making in this repository, they will be counted for Hacktoberfest for sure. So if you want to create your 4 pull requests, so you can try in this. And this website is made of HTML, CSS, and
सिमरन,
JavaScript. Yes.
सिमरन, योर स्क्रीन इज नॉट शेयर, आई थिंक।
Oh yeah. Thanks. Okay, okay. So let me show you. Okay, so this is our DSC website. Okay, Hacktoberfest website that we created, and all the pull requests that you will be making in this repository, they will be counted for Hacktoberfest, and we people will be reviewing your PRs. Okay, and this repository contains HTML code, JavaScript, and CSS. So if you are aware about any of these, so you can just pick the issues over here. Now let me tell you something, that here are the issues that we have created. Okay, but you can also create your own issue if you don't find the issue in in these issues. So you can create a new issue by clicking on this new issue button. Okay, so you can just like feature request, you can go to feature request, and over here you can create a new issue. Okay, if you want I can show you. Okay, just for a demo, like putting the heading in center, putting the heading in center. Okay, so this is the okay, this is the issue title that I have given. So you can just say that um, the heading should be in the center. Okay, so this is the issue that you have that you want to create, for example. So you can just submit the new issue. Okay, and it will be issued in our issue section. Okay, let me show you. So I created the issue putting the heading in center. So what you have to do is that you just create the issue if it doesn't exist in these issues. Okay, and you can create your own issue. Now what you have to do is you have to leave a comment over here. For example, I want to work on this issue. Okay, I hope you are getting, like, there will be so many people who would like to work on this issue. So what you have to do is you have to get this issue assigned to you. So you just have to leave a comment under this issue that I want to work on this issue. And for example, there are so many other existing issues, and if you want to work in these, so you just click on the issue and just leave a comment under the issue that you want to work on this issue. Okay, and get this issue assigned to you. For example, this issue is already assigned to Hansraj Sharma. Okay, I hope it's clear. So you just get the issue assigned to you and then start working, because there will be so many people. So you, okay, so we just don't want that so many people are creating the pull request for the same issue. I hope it's clear. So this is the our Hacktoberfest website, which you can check out according to, like, if you are well comfortable with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now we have another repository that we have created, that is Hacktoberfest exchange rate. So this basically converts the units, okay, from one unit to another unit. For example, from dollar to rupees. And you can see the languages being used here: CSS, HTML, and JavaScript. So if you are well aware about these, so you can just try creating pull request here, and we will be reviewing these. Okay, and they will definitely be counted in your Hacktoberfest. So you can just try creating pull requests in these repositories if you are thinking of getting a free Hacktoberfest t-shirt. Okay, so this is it that we wanted to share with you. Okay, Hardik, Hardik sir, is there anything which you would like to add?
No, I think you have added everything. Guys, any doubts? You, कुछ भी, now is the time to ask. No?
Okay, so I think we are done explaining each and everything now. If anyone
Yep.
is stuck anywhere,
Amrinder was saying something, no? He
yeah,
was
but
having some
Amran,
problems. Is it clear now?
and I guess Yashi was also saying something.
So you guys can stay, and rest of
Yeah,
you
and the
can,
people who are done, you can leave the meeting.
thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Like, there were so many people who were so active, and I really appreciate these people. So I would like to take their name. One was Sarthak, Utsav, and who was the third one? Hardik sir?
Yash, Yash.
Yeah,
Yash was
Yash.
also
Yeah,
active, I
Yash.
guess.
So thank you very much, you three people who were working with me parallelly. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. And all the best for
Okay, so
Hacktoberfest.
And one more thing, I think Sarthak has a doubt. Okay, doubt session we will take after this. Just wrap up this first.
Yeah, so we are done till here, and thank you so much, guys, for joining this. You can stay.